The world spins fast. People rush. Deadlines loom. Stress mounts. It's easy to get caught in the whirlwind, to forget the simple things like kindness, a smile, a helping hand. These small gestures, often overlooked, hold immense power. They have the power to change someone's day, to lift a heart, to inspire hope, and most importantly, to create a ripple effect that extends far beyond the initial act.
Sarah hurried through the grocery store, her mind racing with a to-do list a mile long. She had so many errands to run and was feeling the pressure of time. She grabbed the last carton of milk, not noticing the elderly woman eyeing it longingly. The elderly woman had been searching for that milk for quite some time. As Sarah reached the checkout, wallet already in hand, she felt a tap on her shoulder. She turned around, slightly annoyed but curious.
"Excuse me, dear," the elderly woman said, her voice trembling slightly. She seemed nervous and hesitant. "I hate to bother you, but that's the last carton of milk, and I really need it for my grandson. He's been unwell, and this is the only milk he can drink. Would you mind terribly if I could have it instead?"
Sarah's initial instinct was to say no. She needed the milk too, and she was in a rush. She was in a hurry, after all. Her schedule was tight, and she didn't have time for delays. But then she looked at the woman's face, etched with worry and desperation, and her heart softened. She realized how much this meant to the elderly woman. "Of course," Sarah said, handing the carton back. "Please, take it." She felt a sense of relief and warmth in doing so.
The woman's eyes welled up. "Thank you, dear. You're a lifesaver." She smiled through her tears, deeply grateful for Sarah's kindness.
Later that day, Sarah sat in her car at a red light, still replaying the encounter in her mind. She couldn't shake the feeling of connection she had experienced earlier. She felt a strange sense of peace, a warmth that spread through her chest, as if she had been touched by something greater than herself. The light turned green, but Sarah hesitated, lost in her thoughts and the newfound sense of purpose she felt. A young man was struggling to cross the street, his arms overflowing with groceries, clearly in need of assistance. Without thinking, Sarah rolled down her window, her heart urging her to act. "Need a hand?" she asked, her voice filled with genuine concern.
The young man looked up, startled, his eyes wide with surprise. "Oh, wow, that would be amazing! Thank you so much!" he exclaimed, relief washing over his face.
Sarah helped him load the groceries into his car, their fingers brushing momentarily, a silent exchange of gratitude passing between them. He thanked her again, a wide grin on his face, his eyes sparkling with appreciation. As she drove away, Sarah couldn't help but smile too, her heart feeling lighter than it had in a long time. The feeling of warmth returned, stronger this time, filling her with a sense of fulfillment and joy.
Section 4. The Ripple Effect. The young man, whose name was David, couldn't shake the feeling of gratitude that had washed over him. He'd been having a terrible day, and that small act of kindness from a stranger had turned it all around, lifting his spirits in an unexpected way. Inspired by this, he decided he needed to pay it forward, to spread the kindness he had received. At the coffee shop, he bought a coffee for the person behind him in line, hoping to brighten someone else's day. He didn't know her, but he saw the tired look in her eyes, the way her shoulders slumped with exhaustion, as if the weight of the world was on her. "Have a great day," he said warmly, handing her the coffee with a genuine smile. The woman, her name was Emily, was taken aback by the unexpected gesture. No one had ever done anything like that for her before, and it touched her deeply. Tears welled up in her eyes as she accepted the coffee, feeling a warmth spread through her heart. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion, barely able to hold back the tears. Section 5. The Power of Connection. Emily carried that act of kindness with her throughout the day. It was like a tiny ember in her chest, warming her from the inside out. She felt a surge of motivation, a desire to spread that warmth to others. When she saw a homeless man begging for change, she dug into her purse and gave him everything she had.
"God bless you," the man said, his eyes shining with gratitude. Emily smiled. "No," she said, "bless you."
And so it went. The ripple effect of kindness spreading from person to person like a stone thrown into a still pond. Each act, no matter how small, creating a wave of positivity that touched countless lives. Section 6. Be the change. The world may spin fast, but we don't have to be swept away by its currents. We can choose to be the calm in the chaos, the light in the darkness. We can choose to be kind. It doesn't take much. A smile, a compliment, a helping hand. These small gestures, these acts of kindness, have the power to change lives, yours and everyone you touch. So go out and be the change you wish to see in the world. Start a ripple effect of your own. You never know how far it will reach.